Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'll be using this green glitter set of dice that I bought for myself. Thanks, me. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 5 rye bread. I've got some seeded Jewish rye bread. Personally, I'm a fan of the caraway seeds, even though I know some people don't like them. We're gonna go untoasted today. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 10 ham. I've got an uncured honey ham today. Nice and salty and fatty with just a little bit of sweetness. Should go nicely with our rye bread. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 1 Limburger. Technically Limburger spread, originally named for the Belgian Duchy of Limburg. This cheese is stinky, like feet stinky. In fact, it's made using the same bacteria that makes your feet stink. It's kind of an acquired taste. Not one I've acquired, really. Not a big fan of it. Next up, let's roll for roughage. 5 green onion and 8 tomato. Green onion is probably a best case scenario roll here. The bite of the onion will help offset the cheese flavor and kind of makes it a little bit similar to like an onion cream cheese. This tomato is from the last harvest of my garden for the year. We made a lot of them into tomato sauce, but got a couple left. This one is a little bit mealy, but should be fine. Seems like a good opportunity to use our summon salt and pepper cantrip. We'll grind up some pink Himalayan salt fresh from my lamp. And also hit it with some fresh ground black pepper. Despite the cheese, it's looking pretty good. All right, let's get wild with our wild magic roll. 11, Slap Ya Mama. Slap Ya Mama is a Cajun seasoning that is salt and pepper, red pepper, garlic. Guess we didn't need to use our cantrip after all. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 10, Clotted cream. Clotted cream isn't really something we have in the US, but in the UK, they put it on top of scones. I would say it's mostly akin to butter or whipped cream. It tastes a little sweeter than unsalted butter, but has 65% milk fat, so it is rich, and I have nowhere to spread this because both halves of my bread have stuff on them, so this is the best I can do. All right, let's get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Well, Limburger definitely smells worse than it tastes, and we got some decent things to go with it, so let's give this one a taste and see how it is. This is interesting. The gobs of clotted cream kind of make the Limburger creamier and less Limburger-y, but is also just kind of a lot. The tomato and the onion both help a lot. Could have used probably something with even more acid than tomato, especially since we added so much fat with that clotted cream. The salt and pepper and Cajun seasoning give it a nice bump as well. It's not terrible. It does get to be a bit much though. I feel my tongue is like coated. This was a weird week of almost cohesive sandwiches, though none of them entered into truly abhorrent territory. I think this one's actually gonna get a 7 from me, and I'm gonna call it
the Salty Mama.
I'll be hosting a meetup tomorrow night in Reykjavik, Iceland. If you're in the area, I'd love to meet you. For everyone else, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.